Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's Eve and all of that. Today, we're gonna see what went wrong from the previous video, which I think I managed to fix the um, the problem that we were facing, and basically, it all boils down to the ordering of the um, of how we send the responses. So let's go ahead and build a server. And just to make sure that I'm not wrong, I'm gonna test it out and see if it works properly. So let's begin with the login server and then the game server. Let's see. All right. Okay, so now we got test. There we go. Now we got test 2. Okay. And then can I move? Yes, I can. And then test 2, which should be visible. There we go. All right, so and from this we cannot see the other player, but that's okay. So as I said, um, the issue, the problem of why this wasn't working was because of the ordering of how we sent the packets, and it kind of makes sense, but it was a pain in the ass to locate. So if we go to the, where is it? The Linux network. No, not this one. The Linux game server. There we go. There we go. So now let's go ahead and remove that. Previously, we were sending this response and then the second one, which was wrong because we have to keep in sync um, the encryption. Like um, which kind of makes sense. But yeah, basically, let's go ahead and rewrite this so we don't have to deal with this. So what I want to do is basically implement a queue, just a very basic queue. But where's the type? The type, was it L2 sessions? Yes. Okay. Yes, and I even had the like the initial code in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's add this queue. Response queue, queue count. That's good. All right, and now I'm gonna say game session queue response. Let's take this session and the packet. Game server, game session C, fold. There we go. And now I think we can, yeah, we should be able to say session response queue, session response queue count. There we go. And now we can increase this. All right, and then we're gonna assert that the amount of responses isn't bigger than the queue itself. Okay. Um, yes. Okay. I do have a comment about this, but let's go ahead and implement this first, and then we can discuss this implementation. So now with that, we should be getting a lot of errors. Maybe not. Linux game server. Okay, and then yes, I guess I can do this for now. Alright, so now we will check for the queue. How do I want to do this? I guess I can. How do I want to do this? Um, I think I need an additional variable for this. Okay. Size t responses serp, and then I'm gonna say response queue. Okay. Some the serum, and then session response queue count. There we go. Get the response size. Like so. And then try to flush this. this. There we go. Response size, and then written. And then check if we have written the entire thing like this. And if we did, I actually, let's see, like that. If we haven't, we can break. And then here we can reset the written bytes to 0. And then we can increment the responses served like so. And then I think needs to begin with this like so. All right. Sounds good. So get the size of the item from the queue, write it. If we haven't sent the entire thing, just break. If we did, we reset the counter, and then we increment the responses served. And when this is all over, um, we can reset this to 0, and we have to reset the queue from the session as well. So that's gonna be session response queue count 0. Okay. So this is not ideal because it's gonna block um like um, it's not ideal because we first have to send the entire thing before we can reuse the queue. But for now this is okay. Let's go ahead and see if game server C. All right, because we no longer have the response field. First, I'm gonna restart this. There we go. And now game server. And now instead of huh, um well, I guess I could update this to say struct bucket game session um, get free response or game session. Yeah, sure. I guess that's fine for now. Jesus, the fucking keyboard. For some reason, the M key fails. So annoying. Okay, and I think we can do something like this. So this is gonna be struct packet response. We'll increase that, and then we can return this. And then I guess we can do the same assertion. Okay. So with that, we can do something like this. Session. And there we go. Cool. Now let's do the same here. Although we have to encrypt this. Mm, well, I guess we can do packet queue response, and then queue response, and queue response. Okay, now do the same here. Queue response, and queue response. Queue response. There we go. Let me check. Hello, hello. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I'm testing a new headset, and this one shouldn't turn off when I don't have any sound in the background. But we'll see. Response. Okay, let's do the same here. Here, response. Okay, almost there. I gotta clean this up. There's no reason for doing this. Like we can just go ahead and send the character instead of assigning each property in here. Doesn't make sense. And then what do we have in here? Your response. And finally, uh, there we go. Your response. There we go. Your response. Jesus. Okay. I believe that's the last one. Yes. Okay, I cannot build game server 300. Okay, I can get rid of this. There we go. Okay, let's see if this works at all. So in theory, we should have the same. Maybe not. What just happened? Um, what's wrong? So we begin with 0 because we haven't served any response yet. When we send the first packet, we ask for a new buffer and then we increase how many we have to send. So far so good. Then we get the packet size and we try to send the response. I see, and then, okay, if we don't send the entire thing, we break, but if we do, we reset the counter and we increase the response. I'm not sure I have to use a loop in here. Let's toggle this for now. Well, I guess it's not. Oh, we don't have to break, we have to return here. Right. So if we don't send everything, exit, and then the next time we'll continue from where we left. And only when we send the entire thing, we will reset and then we increase and we continue with the next item in the queue. Okay, game server. Not quite there. Response size. Let's see if we're hitting this. loop at all. Yes, we are. Response size 18. That's correct. So why? Do I have to reset the buffer? Do I have to reset the buffer? Yes. But I don't think this is the problem actually. Game server, let's see now. Still not quite there. Enter response sent. Response 18. Oh, what am I doing, bro? Okay, so if we haven't sent the entire thing, break, and then we'll resume. Okay, game server. There we go. Okay, so now we enter. This all should work as previously. That's great. Let's see. Oh, now, hey, there we go. So now we got a fully functional queue. Or did I break it? I think I broke it because I target the character and I don't have the select action implemented yet. But that's fine. Let me restart. That's the shitty thing about this, is that if you lose the sync, where's the other? Okay. If you, that's the shitty thing about this. If you get this synced from the client, everything goes to shit down. You gotta restart all over again. Okay, so let's make sure that that was indeed the case. I can move. Lovely. Can I move here? Okay, perfect. So now we get a queue to handle multiple responses at the same time, I guess. Now, on to the implementation. The implementation detail. Um, what happens if we need more than 8, or what was the number that I specified here? Yes, here. So let's add a comment here. What happens if we need to send more than 8 packets? And the answer to that question is you simply increase the amount of available responses. There we go. Um, to some of you, this may look like we're wasting space because in here, potentially, we're wasting 8 packets. Um, yeah, we're potentially wasting 8 packets because most of the time we're not going to be using this many packets, but that's okay because I'd rather waste space than having to deal with the case of what happens if you don't have enough memory to actually send the response. Do you know what I mean? So to me, it is best to waste some space, and it's not that much, to be honest. Considering that this is not meant to run on uh, low spec environments, quite the contrary. So I'd rather waste a little bit of space, but ensuring that I do have that space to actually send the response than facing the possible scenario of you don't have memory left to actually send the response. Because what do you do in that scenario? Like, yeah, you're managing the memory more efficiently, if you will, but what happens if you don't have the space to respond to answer the client? Do you know what I mean? All right. With that fix out of the way, we can remove this. I think we can now see other players. Seems like the packet. Yes, we can get rid of that. And I think um, to finish off the video, I would like to fix the restart flow. So now if we restart, we don't see the list of characters. So that's what we're gonna be fixing. Do that. Let's go to the game server and what do I have to do here? Do I have to send the code? Well, we're not gonna get any request. Just need to send the auth login response, if I'm not mistaken. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and copy this. And then when we restart, fold everything. What's the restart? There we go. So when we restart, um, and then send the character list. We don't need that. Char list response. Sending character list from restart after restarting. We don't need to decode anything. We can actually, I think we don't have to do this nor this. We can Paste that. We do have the username already. There we go. Sending. Then I guess we can reuse the queue response. So queue response, encode it, and finally encrypt it. So in theory, this should work. Okay, so build game server. Okay, so now when I restart, hey, look at that. On the first try. Very nice. Okay, so now I think I can get rid of that, right? Okay. And now we can get rid of this. Hey, lovely. And do I want to add a comment here? I think I... So my concern here is that imagine that we have two responses that we have to send. We send the first one, and then we continue with the second one. Since the first one is already sent, that buffer should be usable by the user. But with this code, that's not the case. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a comment to do. Make sure we can reuse um, responses, Jesus, responses that we have already sent. Now, that's not the case. The entire queue has to be flush in order to um, reuse buckets. Yes. For this, I imagine we will need a new variable, I think. Maybe. But today I'm a bit lazy, so I'm gonna leave this for another video. Alright, so let's go ahead and comment this. Yes. Uh, this all looks good. I don't know if I'm using game session. Am I using this one? Seems like no. Uh, yeah, I'm not using this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. And then want to make sure that response queue count plus 1 is lower than this. Yes. Okay. Oh, also, let's so now we can see the player from one client but not from the other, right? Yes. So let's fix that case as well. When we enter here, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? Um, so we broadcast the character that just logged in. Okay, so notify other players and then notify ourselves, which means we have to do session. I think we may have a problem here. I think we may have a problem. This should be S character and then session. Okay, so this, we might have to create a function for this because it's a bit complicated to read, but that should fix this problem. So build, go again. What just happened? Yes, that is correct. Test. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. Okay, so we got this one, which is correct, and then try the second one. And is it working? Yes, it is. Okay. So it is working, but what if um crap. What if we got more than 8 characters in this zone? Do you know what I mean? I think I want to think a little bit of think a bit more about that problem. Like we could I guess we could. Hmm, that's an interesting problem. I guess we could like batch those requests, or we could send one like no, well, I don't have a good answer for this. Although I kind of like that we're setting that limit because, and I'm assuming this, but having that limit prevents having like several packets coming at the same time. Like, I don't know what kind of problems that may cause to the client, if any. Well, it's fine. I guess we'll figure this out um, when we got more players. But if you got comments, like, you could go ahead and click on the YouTube comment box, leave a comment, like, if you want. Alright, guys, I'm pretty happy with the progress that we did so far. I'm gonna I'm gonna add a comment here. True. What happens if we got more than the queue size? What happens if there are more players than the queue size? Question mark. Okay. Uh, and I guess we can remove this. What is this? This is all debug code, I think. Get rid of that. Okay, this all looks good. Good. I don't know if I want to send this yet. Well, yeah, sure. And I'm gonna get rid of this. All right. Sure, let's add this as well. And I'm gonna say add response queue, fix character list when restarting, and what else? I think that's it. Yes. Commit, push. All right, guys. I think this is it for now. Hopefully, I'll come back with a new video soon. But if not, uh, I guess you'll have to wait a bit longer. Um, but yeah, guys, if you like what I do and would like to support me, do remember that I got the coffee page where you can donate. And if you can't or don't want to, that's okay. Um, you watching this video is more than enough to support me. So yeah. All right, guys, take good care.